Okay, hello there. So in this video I'm going to display a guide to this assessment here. Yes, this assessment here. So this assessment here was Wakisha. It was ICT paper 2, Wakisha 2023. This was the paper, the practical paper that was done. It was this. So I read the question. Kona Mawali Secondary School is organizing a parents' PTA meeting. In this meeting, the teacher is to present a comprehensive report on the general performance of learners based on the end of year examination results for some subjects by use of ICT tools. The results are still in raw form in the table below. He is to analyze the performance report using a visual representation of data and also display only the names of learners and subjects. The report is also to show the best and worst scores per subject. The meeting is beginning in the next 30 minutes, but the report is not yet ready. And here is the task. You've been approached by the head teacher to organize the report ready for presentation to the parents. And the hint, the items are to bear your name and the date you prepared them at the bottom left corner. And here is the table that had students' number, first name, surname, gender, and the 4 subjects. And the second table is a vertical table as shown below. So, according to the question now, this is my verdict. Okay, if you look at this question, well, number one, it was pushing a student to use a spreadsheet, probably Microsoft Excel, 2013 onwards. Yes, first of all, the question required the student to use MS Excel 2013 onwards because it's proposed that Office programs to be used in a sitting of a practical paper should be at least 10 years below. For example, 2013 was 10 years in 2023, and you could use 2013, 2016, 2019, or even 2021. That was the latest by that time. So they required us to use this, and we could use Excel first because, first of all, there is this. The head teacher is to present a comprehensive report on the general performance of learners in all subjects. So we're supposed to first type Excel aside, and we carry out some calculations in the Excel. Then Excel was to be also in line with PowerPoint. Because of this, he is to analyze the performance report using a visual representation of the data. So the head teacher wants to use a PowerPoint to visually represent the data in a PTA meeting that has been indicated in the question. But before using presentation, the head teacher would use Excel first and then presentation. Actually, we could use Excel first because maybe the head teacher could not be able to use Excel. And there's no way you're going to present in a PTA meeting an Excel software because most of the people could not be okay with Excel, but PowerPoint is the best program to present data in a PTA meeting. And Excel was only guiding us at the first step, maybe of recording marks, getting totals, etc. I'll display that in a few. And you see the meeting is beginning in the next 30 minutes. That means that the teacher should have a report in PowerPoint in the next 30 minutes, but we shall do Excel first. Task, you have been approached by the teacher to organize the report ready for presentation. That is okay. I will share a report in PowerPoint. And then the hint is the items should bear your name and a date in the bottom left corner. So both items, Excel, should bear a name and a date in the bottom left corner. Even PowerPoint should bear a name and a date in the left bottom corner. So that is the table I will display typed in Excel, and then This is a vertical table that pushes a student to use a VLOOKUP. So if I minimize that, then I open this. This is the folder, New Curriculum Wakisha Prac Guide. I will attach it to the video. I'll try to attach it to the video. I'll attach these files to the video so that you could also look through them and see how it was done. You can even make prior revision. So this is Excel that is opening, and here it is. Okay, it's here. Now Excel is divided because I've been putting the headers and footers. You know that whenever I put headers and footers in Excel, it always gets divided. So this is it. We type the names, and then you see at the end of each and every subject there is a comment. Yes, there is a comment, and there is a comment. These are just colors that may be separating the comments from the actual mark. So the comments are 4 because even the mark, actually even the subjects are 4. This is the comment for biology as an example, and it was got from this vertical table. The vertical table is let's scroll upwards. Yes, the vertical table is here, and if I click at this, you see the formula I used. This one is the vertical lookup formula I used from this table. Table 2 summarized to meet the VLOOKUP function for comments. So F3, F3 because biology, the first mark in biology is in F3, then I put a comma, and then I locked E13, $E, $13, because the second vertical table starts at E13. I just locked, actually 18, E18. I just locked E18 to F20. Yes, because the vertical table ends at F20. That's why I locked F20. Then a comma, a 2. A 2 means the vertical table has 2 columns, and a true means the comment should match the exact vertical table information. Okay, that was the biology comment, even ICT comment, etc. I was simply using the vertical table. I will attach the file so that you could have a look at all the formulae I used or functions. The total per learner, that was just the total. I was using this. This is it's a formula, not a function, because there is no function name. It's just a formula. Now this is the average. Okay, this is the average here per learner, and here is the function I used, and this is the position per learner. Yes, and this is the function I used. Now I used this. I was basing on O3. I was basing on the average to generate a position. That's why I typed O3 here, and then I put a comma. Then I just locked O3, $O$3, and then where average stops, I think it is O12. I locked O12, and the 0 means I give or I award positions based on who is having the highest total. So you see that it is this student with actually the highest average. It's the student with average 91. I think that is student number 8, Barbara, and I indicated here that maybe it's best and maybe the worst. Now I indicated best and worst after awarding positions because at the question here, I think they noted somewhere that let me look through. I'm looking for where they noted something like best or worst. General performance subject tools, use analyze performance report using visual data, only names of learners, best. Yes, here that the report is also to show the best and worst scores per subject. Yes, that takes me to max and mean, best and worst scores per subject. It could be even per student. You could even decide to display the best and worst student. That takes a lot of creativity from a learner. Now this is just the best score per subject, and the worst. Like the best in biology was 92, the best in ICT was 93, the best in physics was 93, etc, etc. So that is just max and mean. I used max for best and mean for worst. Just going through this because it was just a lot of work. I could not do the entire work in the video, but I'm going to attach this file to the video so that you could maybe download it, etc. So this is now the second sheet. You see, the first sheet was having the actual marks. You know, in the question there was visual representation of data. I think around something like visual. Yes, visual. It analyzed the performance report using visual representation of data. And visual, it's just pushing you to use maybe graphs and pies. You visually represent data. Instead of this, you know, most of the people could not go with this, but this could be better. If you look at Moses, you know, you're seeing the scores, the bars that represent Moses. Some people really like that, and that's a visual representation of data. Now even this. Now this was the performance of a learner in all the 4 subjects. This was the performance of the learner per total. For example, if you see this bar, is this long bar of I think Maureen and this one of Barbara. They are long bars. They represent maybe they were having the highest totals. Okay, that was the Excel part, and maybe you could have something that's looking like that, etc. It was a really good representation of data. Now that was Excel, and maybe that was expected of you. Now if I look at now the most important part here, actually students did this. They only typed the entire work in PowerPoint. Now that was a mistake that that could be done, because you see the question, to display that the question was pushing us to use at least some Excel, was this. Now if you want to analyze the performance report using visual representation, and to also display names of learners per subject, and to know the best and worst, you know, that pushes you to Excel. Even this one down here, if you have a vertical table and you want to comment on learners, that pushes you to Excel. It is not pushing you to PowerPoint. Now the PowerPoint came in at the part of the head teacher having a PTA meeting to present to parents. It's where the PowerPoint comes in. Now this is just the first slide that could be designed. Cornwall Secondary School PTA meeting report designed by your name, etc. Now here in slide 2, I decided to take a screenshot of the entire spreadsheet because you're presenting the spreadsheet, and I felt it is really important for you to have a screenshot. You could just take a screenshot by, if you want to take a screenshot of maybe anything on your computer, you'll just press the print screen key. There's a print screen key. It is near function 12. For example, if I want to take a screenshot of this desktop, I press the print screen key. For some computers, it may display some interface like that, and then you crop. You crop what you want. I could maybe want this part of the screen. The moment I crop, it's going to push me to the Paint program, this one here. If it doesn't automatically generate that, you'll have to open Paint on your computer from the Start button. You just have to open Paint from the computer on the Start button, and then you just paste Ctrl V. You know mine is already here. but if you open your Paint program, it's going to be empty. You just paste and save. So I can just save mine here, and then I give it a location. If we're doing papers and they're asking for screenshots, the best location is a desktop and your folder you're working from, example, as a file name. Then I hit save. So it means that it's going to be saved as a picture on your computer desk. So you just have to copy this, right click, then you copy, then you open your PowerPoint program and paste in a certain slide. That is how I took this, and it's a really important feature with PowerPoint. So slide 3, I represented the best student and the worst student as asked in the question. So to represent the best student, I simply opened my Excel I had already operated first. Actually, if you look at this paper, it was, I think, 1 hour. I think I only took a picture of the second page, but if you take a picture of the first page, it is 1 hour. The 1 hour is pushing you to do 30 minutes per question. So to take a screenshot, actually, sorry, to take a to take out maybe the best and worst, I just highlighted the row, for example this row of Barbara, and then I was copying Ctrl C, and then I just opened the PowerPoint and then I pasted Ctrl V. It's how I did it, and the worst, etc. And that is a visual representation of data that was also asked in the question. I simply went back to Excel and then I copied the graph. I right clicked at the graph, then I looked for the option of copy. I didn't cut, and then I was copying it here. Yes, that's how I did it. And the graph should actually have a title, X, Y axis. You can add them there. They're really important at a graph. You click at the graph, you go to add chart element, you look for axis title, primary, horizontal, and then you add what horizontal is all about. It's about names, etc. Even Y is picked at the same icon, axis, primary, vertical. You type what vertical is all about. This is about total. So this is a complete graph having those parts of the graph. And then I also represented the best score and the worst score per subject. It was also required. Yes. And then the last slide is holding a conclusion. In every presentation, you need a conclusion. So that is how you are supposed to do the question of ICT paper 2 Wakisha 2023 new curriculum. That practical paper, I think, that I displayed here, this paper. Okay, then the last part of this is you could even link. Now that is taking a lot of creativity from a learner. It's really taking a lot. If I even link PowerPoint to Excel, let me close this. I think I've not added any features. Even if I don't save, it's okay. I've not added any features in Excel, even if I close that. So I just want to link the two programs. I can put a link maybe around the last slide. I can type something like, click here to view our Excel data. Click here to view our Excel data about performance. Maybe there's a parent who wants to view the Excel data about performance, and they are okay with Excel. Some people are okay with Excel, and maybe some are okay with PowerPoint. You can highlight this, and then you go to insert, you look for links. I want to link that to the Excel program. I click at hyperlink. Okay, then there is this option of existing file. Then you just have to locate your folder having Excel. I think it was new curriculum Wakisha. Then you click at the Excel, it's having an X. Then okay, it means you've linked. The moment you click at this link, it's going to take you to the Excel program. Now a link is just an icon, it is text, it could be an image, it could be a shape pushing you to a certain destination or location or another program. So if I want to run this link, I simply run a slideshow. Then I click at the link. The moment I click at the link, the machine is loading me to the Excel program. Wow, that is a very interesting feature with PowerPoint. Okay, that is what I wanted to share with you. That was the paper. I will attach it on the video, or else if you want it, you can WhatsApp the number below so that you could have the folder with what was required. So if you need the file, you can WhatsApp the number here, 0770443800. Yes, you can WhatsApp the number, then you get that file with the Wakisha Practical Guide Senior 3 2023. Thanks for the view and a nice time.